take a slow, gentle breath, letting the air glide softly into your chest, and release it just as quietly, like a small sigh dissolving into the night. Let your shoulders fall. Let the space around you become softer. Let this moment become a quiet doorway you step through, leaving the weight of the day behind you. Tonight, you begin a journey into a world built entirely for rest, a world made of gentle nights, warm light, slow footsteps, and rooms that breathe with comfort, a world where nothing is required of you, and everything is arranged to welcome you back into the softness that your soul has been craving. You stand at the edge of a long valley wrapped in night. The sky above you is an ocean of deep indigo, speckled with stars that shine with a warm, patient glow. They are not bright like city lights. They are soft and steady, the kind of stars that feel like they have watched over travelers like you for 1,000 years. Your breath comes a little easier beneath this sky. Your thoughts loosen their grip. Even the air feels different here. It carries a coolness at first, then turns warm as it brushes along your skin, like the valley itself is exhaling a slow, gentle welcome. Below your feet lies a narrow path of pale stone. The stones glow faintly, as though they have soaked up moonlight and are now quietly returning it back to the night. Each stone supports you with a silent promise of safety. There is no wrong step here. You cannot get lost. The path exists only to guide tired souls forward. You begin to walk. Your footsteps make a muted sound on the stones, soft enough that it blends into the night. The tall grass along the path sways gently, brushing your legs like long tendrils of silk. A faint scent rises from the earth, a mix of pine, cool air, and something warm and sweet, like honey warmed by distant starlight. For a moment, you pause and breathe deeply. You feel your chest expand. You feel the night press against your skin in the kindest way. The valley feels alive, but not busy. Alive in the way a calm lake is alive. Alive in the way a quiet forest is alive. Filled with presence rather than noise. Far ahead, something begins to glow. It is small at first, no brighter than a candle seen from far away. But as you take a few more steps along the path, it grows golden, steady, warm. It flickers slightly, like a lantern hanging outside a home that has been waiting for your arrival. The glow comes from a house nestled at the heart of the valley, a house built of smooth stone, warm wood, and windows that shine like soft amber stars. Its roof curves gently, almost like folded wings. Smoke rises from a chimney in a slow, lazy spiral, drifting upward until it dissolves into the night. The sight of the house fills you with a feeling you cannot quite name, a mixture of familiarity, safety, and a deep sense of being understood without words. This is the night house of Whispering Light, though you do not need to know its name. All you need to know is that it is meant for you. Step by step, you move toward the house. The path widens slightly, and the grass parts as though bowing gently out of your way. The golden glow from the lantern mingles with moonlight, creating a soft halo around the doorway. A wooden door, painted in a gentle shade of twilight blue, stands before you. Its handle is made of brushed brass, smooth and cool to the touch. When you place your hand on it, the brass seems to warm instantly beneath your skin, as though the house itself recognizes you. You press the handle down. The door opens with a sound so faint it feels like a breath, a soft, welcoming sigh that drifts out into the night before disappearing among the stars. Warmth pours from inside, wrapping around you like a blanket freshly pulled from a quiet hearth. The scent inside is soothing, wood warmed by fire, soft linen, a hint of chamomile, and something else, something like the faint sweetness of vanilla carried on a gentle breeze. You step inside. The entry hall is lit by low golden lamps placed along the walls. Their glow is soft, never harsh, casting long, gentle shadows that move slowly across the wooden floor as though swaying in time with your breath. The hallway is wide and uncluttered, leaving space for the night to settle around you. To your left is a wooden bench with a cushion as soft as down. On the floor beside it sits a woven basket filled with slippers in calm colors: gray, cream, pale blue. You sit on the bench, feeling your body sink into the cushion. You slip off your shoes and slide your feet into a pair of warm slippers that fit perfectly, as if they were made for you. The moment your feet settle into them, a wave of comfort flows upward through your legs, through your hips, rising through your chest until your whole body feels supported in a way it hasn't felt in far too long. You stand and continue down the hall, your steps becoming softer, quieter, gentler. At the end of the hallway, a warm glow spills from an open doorway. You move toward it, drawn like a leaf drifting toward a calm shore. The room before you is a kitchen, but not a busy kitchen, not a clattering kitchen. It is a soft, still kitchen with warm wooden shelves, rounded corners, and a kettle humming a gentle tune on the stove. You step inside. A round table sits in the center of the room, draped with a linen cloth that falls in gentle, flowing folds. On the table rests a ceramic mug, pale and smooth with specks of warm brown in its glaze. Steam curls from the mug, drifting upward like a small ghost of warmth. You sit at the table. The chair creaks softly beneath you, not in protest, but in greeting, like the sound of an old friend easing into a familiar seat. The mug is warm when you lift it, and you feel the heat seep into your hands, traveling up your arms in a comforting wave. The tea inside smells of chamomile and lavender, soft and soothing. When you sip it, the warmth flows into your chest, quieting your thoughts one by one. Each swallow feels like a heavy curtain being drawn slowly across the day, leaving you in a safe, dim chamber where nothing can disturb you. The kettle on the stove clicks softly as it settles. A clock somewhere in the room ticks, but so lightly that it sounds like raindrops tapping on leaves far away. The night presses softly against the window, its darkness full of calm rather than emptiness. You finish your tea, set the mug down gently, and rise from the table. As you leave the kitchen, the warmth follows you like a small glowing ember. Down another hallway, you find a library. It is a large room filled with shelves that rise from the floor to the ceiling, each one lined with books of different sizes and colors. The air in the library feels different, quieter, thicker, as though it is holding its breath. Lamps glow along the walls, illuminating the spines of the books in soft halos of amber light. In the center of the room sits a deep, plush armchair, upholstered in a warm, midnight blue fabric. You move toward it and ease yourself into the cushion. The chair embraces you instantly, its back supporting your spine, its arms holding your own gently. You allow your eyes to drift, half closed. Everything in the room is soft. The air, the light, the quiet. You can feel your breath deepening. You can feel your heartbeat slowing. A sense of floating begins to rise through your body, as though the chair is lifting you into a cloud. Somewhere between your breaths, you begin to feel a subtle shift, a sense of being guided, not by a person, but by the soft presence of the house itself. You feel safe. You feel welcomed. You feel understood. This is what you have been needing. This is what your heart has been craving. The library begins to feel like a threshold, a place that prepares you for deeper rest, a place that holds you gently before guiding you further into the sanctuary. After a long, peaceful moment, you rise from the chair, your body moving in slow, quiet motions. You walk toward the far door, the door that leads deeper into the house, deeper into rest, deeper into the night that waits for you. You place your hand on the door. It opens quietly, and you step into the next chapter of the sanctuary. You step forward, leaving the quiet weight of the library behind you. As you cross into the next room, the air shifts as you move, becoming even softer, even warmer, as if the house is drawing you deeper into its heart. This room is long and gently lit, with a wooden floor polished to a mellow sheen. Small lights are set into the base of the walls, casting a subtle glow that brushes the floor like liquid gold. Your slippers make almost no sound here. It feels as though the room is listening, not with ears, but with a deep, calm awareness. On one side of the room, wide windows look out into the night valley. The glass is slightly misted, blurring the stars into soft orbs of light. On the other side of the room, the wall is lined with small alcoves, each one holding something gentle. A vase with a single sprig of dried lavender, a folded blanket, a bowl of smooth stones, a tiny wooden box. You walk slowly, passing each alcove like a series of quiet thoughts. One alcove holds a candle in a glass holder. The candle flame dances faintly, casting warm reflections on the glass, like tiny suns being born and fading away. Another alcove holds a bundle of herbs tied together with twine, their scent drifting into the room in faint, soothing currents. Another holds a small ceramic bowl filled with clear water, reflecting the light from the lamps and the blurred stars from the window. Each object feels like a gentle intention, placed there by someone who understands what it means to be tired, what it means to need rest, without having to explain why. As you move along the room, your breath continues to slow. The rhythm of your steps begins to match the rhythm of your breathing. The world outside these walls seems farther away now, like a distant echo that has almost faded completely. At the end of the long room, another staircase curves upward. This staircase is slightly narrower than the first, but it feels even more inviting, like a path carved into the heart of the house itself. Small lanterns are set into the wall at each step, their light soft and golden, guiding your way with quiet confidence. You place your hand on the smooth wooden banister. It feels warm, as if many hands before yours have held on to it while making this same gentle climb toward sleep. You begin to ascend. With each step, your body feels heavier, but not weighed down. Heavier in a way a body becomes when it is ready to rest completely. A welcome heaviness, a familiar heaviness, a heaviness that says, you do not need to carry anything else tonight. Step by step, you rise. With each step, imagine you are leaving something behind. On one step, you leave behind any worry that followed you from the day. It slides off your shoulders and drifts down into the soft darkness below, where it fades quietly like smoke. On the next step, you leave behind any conversation that replayed in your mind. The words soften, blur, and then dissolve into nothing at all. On another step, you leave behind any expectation you feel from others, any pressure to perform, any need to prove yourself. Those expectations fall away like dried leaves, drifting down and out of sight. By the time you reach the top of the stairs, you have left behind everything that did not belong to this moment. Up here, the air feels different again. It is still, but not empty. It feels full of something gentle that is hard to name, like a hush that carries care in it. You stand in a short hallway with just one door. This door is simple. It has no ornate carvings, no signs, no markings. Yet you know, without needing to be told, that this door is yours. It has been waiting for you since before you arrived in the valley, perhaps even longer. You step toward it. The floor beneath your feet is covered with a soft runner that cushions every movement. The slippers on your feet sink quietly into it, each step so gentle that it feels like walking over thick moss in a sacred forest. When you reach the door, you rest your hand on it. The wood is smooth and warm. It does not feel like normal wood. It feels almost alive, like a tree that has chosen to become a doorway, just so it can open for you. You breathe in once, slowly, then you exhale, even more slowly. And as you exhale, you push the door open. The room that greets you is lit by a soft, golden glow. The light comes from a few low lamps placed thoughtfully around the space, their glow veiled by cloth shades that soften the brightness into a warm, caressing haze. Shadows drift gently along the walls, moving almost like slow waves in the sea. Your room is spacious, yet it feels intimate. The ceiling is not too high, not too low. The walls are painted in soft shades of cream and twilight gray, the colors of clouds just before night fully settles. At the center of the room, against the far wall, is your bed. It is large and inviting, with a wooden frame that looks sturdy but gentle, its edges rounded and smooth. The mattress is layered with thick quilts and blankets in muted tones: soft gray, gentle blue, warm ivory. The blankets look like they hold stories of many restful nights, each one adding a little more softness, a little more warmth. Several pillows rest against the headboard, arranged in a gentle slope, ready to cradle your head, your neck, your shoulders. At the foot of the bed, a folded blanket lies waiting, made of thick knitted wool, with a pattern of quiet waves running through it. Just looking at it makes you feel warmer. Beside the bed, a small table holds a lamp and a glass of water. The lamp's shade is made of fabric that glows like the inside of a seashell. The glass of water catches the light, holding it like liquid moonlight. On the opposite wall, a single window watches over the valley. The curtains are partly drawn, leaving just enough space for you to see the night outside. The valley looks peaceful from here. The grass is a dark, velvety sea. The path you walked along now appears as a soft ribbon of pale light. The stars above are quiet and steady. You catch a glimpse of the lantern by the front door of the house, still glowing gently, as if to say that any part of you still wandering outside can find its way back in. You take a step into the room and feel the floor under your feet, warm, solid, welcoming. You are alone here, but not lonely. You are held here, not watched. You can feel that this room was prepared for you, not in a general way, but in a way that understands your specific weariness, your particular kind of tiredness. You cross the room slowly. Each step seems to draw another layer of tension out of your body. By the time you reach the side of the bed, your shoulders feel heavier, your eyelids feel heavier, your thoughts feel softer, like they are wrapped in cotton. You sit down on the edge of the bed. The mattress yields beneath your weight in the most comforting way, neither too firm nor too soft, as if it knew exactly how to hold you. You run your fingers over the top blanket. The fabric is smooth, just slightly cool to the touch, but you know it will warm quickly once you're under it. You take another slow breath in, then you let it travel out, releasing any last bits of tension still clinging to your muscles. You ease yourself onto the bed, turning and pulling your legs up until your whole body is stretched out along the mattress. Your head finds the pillow as if it remembers it. Your neck feels supported. Your shoulders are allowed to drop back and down, settling fully. You pull the blankets over yourself. They settle over your body like a soft tide. Their weight is gentle but steady, giving you the sense that you're being held in place, safe and contained. Everything that needs warmth is warmed. Everything that needs support is supported. The air in the room feels perfectly balanced, cool enough to keep you relaxed, warm enough to keep you comfortable. You let your hands rest wherever they naturally fall, on your stomach, at your sides, or lightly folded on your chest. There is no right or wrong here, only what feels easy. You close your eyes or let them become half-lidded. The lamp's glow seeps through softly, even if your eyes are shut, creating a warm area behind your eyelids that feels protective and kind. You notice your breath again, not trying to change it, not trying to control it, just noticing. Feel the air as it enters, cool against the tender spaces deep inside your nose. Feel the way your chest and belly rise gently, like a small, calm wave. Feel the warmth of the air as it leaves, carrying away a little more tension, a little more noise, a little more of everything that is not needed tonight. Slowly, the boundaries of your body begin to blur. You stop noticing where exactly your hands are or how your feet are positioned. You stop noticing the exact shape of your body on the mattress. Instead, you just feel like a warm presence sinking deeper into a soft surface. A thought might come. If it does, imagine it is like a leaf drifting down onto a still pond. See it land gently on the water. See tiny ripples spread outward, slower and slower, until once again the water is smooth. The leaf is there, but it is just floating. It is not important. It will drift away on its own. The house breathes around you in a slow, steady rhythm. The silence here is not empty. It is full of rest, full of acceptance, full of a deep understanding that you have carried enough for today. There is a subtle feeling, as if the walls themselves are standing guard around your sleep, as if the window is a watchful friend, keeping the night outside peaceful, as if the floor is holding the bed just right, so that you never need to wonder if you are supported. Little by little, the surface of your mind grows smoother. Images might come now, not strong, not sharp, just gentle impressions. You might see the path in the valley again, glowing faintly. You might see the library, its shelves of books wrapped in quiet light. You might see the kitchen and the mug in your hands, the steam rising in delicate swirls. They pass by like scenes viewed through a half-drawn curtain. Nothing calls you to think. Nothing calls you to decide. Everything is allowed to drift. The room seems to grow even softer around you. The bed feels like it is sinking a little deeper into the floor, or perhaps it is you who are sinking deeper into the bed. Either way, you are moving in the only direction that matters now. Downward, inward, into rest. You are safe here. You can let go. You can allow yourself to be cared for without needing to earn it, explain it, or justify it. The house has opened itself to you. The valley has wrapped itself around the house, and the night has wrapped itself around the valley. You are at the center of all of this, a small, quiet, precious center of rest. If any worry arises now, you can imagine placing it gently into a wooden box beside the bed. See yourself closing the lid slowly. See the worry resting there, contained, unable to move, unable to intrude. The box will keep it safe until another time. You do not need to solve it tonight. You do not need to hold it tonight. For now, all you need to do is breathe. In and out, in and out. Each breath a small wave of kindness moving through your body. Each breath a reminder that you are still here. Each breath a reminder that it is enough just to be. Outside the window, the stars continue their silent watching. They do not hurry. They do not demand. They simply shine, steady and present. If you like, you can imagine one star in particular shining just for you tonight. Its light travels across an enormous distance through the darkness just to touch this window, this room, this bed, this moment, just to touch you. That light is not loud. It is not dramatic. It is soft and sure, like the feeling of a hand resting lightly in yours. You are not alone here. You are gently, quietly, lovingly accompanied by this night, by this house, by the rhythm of your own breath. As your mind grows quieter still, as your body sinks even deeper into the bed, you move closer to that soft doorway where wakefulness and sleep meet. You stand at its threshold, unhurried, unworried. Sleep is not something you must chase. It is something that will come to you when you are ready. And you are almost ready. You are so very close. You are so very soft. You are so very safe. You can rest now, dear soul. You can rest. You step back through the bedroom door, your bare feet sinking into the soft rug that stretches across the hallway. The air outside the room feels slightly cooler, like a gentle night breeze drifting down from unseen rafters. It brushes against your skin in a way that wakes you just enough to walk, but not enough to disturb the calm settling over your body. You pause, letting the quiet settle. There is no hurry here. The sanctuary exists outside of time. It does not rush. It does not expect you to move quickly. Every moment is allowed to stretch, to unfold, to breathe. Ahead of you, the corridor curves softly to the right. You follow its arc, your slippers gliding silently across the floor. Lamps glow along the walls, their light dimming slightly as you pass, as though bowing their warm heads in acknowledgement. The shadows lengthen and soften, leaning back to give you space. Halfway down the corridor, you notice a narrow doorway on your left. The door is half open, revealing a soft glow inside. A gentle curiosity guides your steps. You place your hand on the edge of the door and ease it open a little wider. The room inside is small and intimate, like a pocket of warmth hidden inside the sanctuary. Shelves line the walls, filled with jars of dried herbs, folded cloths, small bowls carved from polished stone, and bottles of oils that catch the light. A wooden table stands in the center of the room, and on it sits a small basin filled with warm water. The air smells of lavender and rose petals, with a hint of something earthy and grounding, like fresh rain settling into soil. You step inside. A folded cloth rests beside the basin. You lift it gently and dip it into the warm water. The cloth absorbs the heat instantly. When you lift it out, droplets run down your hands and wrists. You wring out the cloth slowly, and as you do, the warmth seeps into your fingers, easing the small muscles there, muscles you didn't realize had been gripping tight. You bring the warm cloth to your face and rest it there. The heat spreads across your forehead, your cheeks, your temples. Your eyes close, your thoughts quiet. For a moment, the world becomes nothing but warmth and darkness, soft and peaceful. When you lower the cloth, your body feels even heavier, more grounded. You fold the cloth neatly and place it back on the table. You take a slow, deep breath, one that moves through you like a slow wave. Then you step back into the corridor, closing the door gently behind you. You continue along the hallway until you reach a wooden archway. Carved vines wrap around its frame, trailing upward like slow-growing branches. As you pass under the arch, a new space opens before you. It is a long room filled with low, cushioned seats arranged in a circle. In the center of the room lies a round stone platform, and upon it glows a cluster of candles, different heights, different shapes, all burning with soft, golden flames. Their light reflects off the polished stone beneath them, creating ripples of warm color that move across the floor like gentle waves. You move toward the circle of cushions. As you lower yourself onto one, your body sinks into it, the cushion embracing your weight with a deep, comforting softness. Sitting here feels like sinking into warm sand on a quiet beach, where all you can hear is your own breath, blending with the steady rhythm of the earth beneath you. The candles flicker softly. Their flames move slowly, swaying side to side, as though carried by a breeze that does not touch your skin. The light they cast is warm and steady, filling the room with a quiet glow that settles into your chest, loosening something deep inside. As you sit there, breathing slowly, you begin to notice the faintest sound, something so soft it is almost felt more than heard. It is the sanctuary itself, humming gently, resonating like a distant lullaby woven into the walls. A low vibration of comfort, a whisper of peace. You stay in this room for as long as you need. Time folds around you. The candles do not burn down. Their flames do not hurry. Everything remains steady, allowing you to sink deeper and deeper into calm. Eventually, when your body feels rested enough to move, you rise slowly from the cushion. Your movements are languid and fluid, as though the room has taught your muscles how to relax without effort. You walk toward the far end of the candle-lit chamber, where a doorway leads into another hallway. This hallway is darker, lit only by thin slivers of moonlight filtering through small windows along the wall. The windows reveal glimpses of the valley outside, trees swaying gently, hills glowing with silver light, stars scattered across the sky like soft whispers. You follow the moonlit path. Your footsteps make no sound. Your breath is the only rhythm in the quiet. A feeling begins to grow in your chest, a feeling of anticipation, but not the sharp kind, a soft anticipation, like the warm flutter of a blanket settling around you. At the end of the hallway, you find a door made of pale wood. Its surface is carved with swirling lines that resemble streams of water. You place your hand on the door. It is warm under your palm. You push it open slowly. You step into a room unlike any you've seen before. The air is warm and gently scented with sandalwood. The walls are smooth, curved stone, with no corners or straight lines. Everything feels round, flowing, soft. In the center of the room lies a shallow pool filled with warm, shimmering water. The surface of the water glows faintly, as though illuminated from within. The pool is surrounded by a stone ledge covered in soft towels. A warm breeze moves gently through the room, stirring the water just enough to create ripples that catch the light. You approach the pool. As you dip your fingers into the water, warmth spreads through your skin, flowing up your arm in a soothing wave. You ease yourself slowly into the pool. The water embraces your body instantly, gentle, warm, supportive. It holds you without effort, allowing your muscles to surrender completely. You float. Your body feels weightless, suspended in warmth. The light from the water moves across your skin in soft, shifting patterns. Every inch of your body feels held. The sanctuary surrounds you with quiet intention, guiding you deeper into rest. The water cradles your legs, your arms, your back. The warmth seeps into your chest, softening your breath even more. You close your eyes. The shimmering glow penetrates your eyelids, filling your awareness with soft, golden light. You drift. Time loses meaning. Your thoughts blur into warmth. Your breath becomes a slow, steady tide. You feel as though you are floating not just in water, but in the night itself. A night that protects you, a night that understands your tiredness, a night that holds you gently without asking anything in return. Eventually, you feel a soft nudge from inside, a sense that it is time to rise again. Not a command, not a demand, just a gentle pulling, like the tide guiding a shell back to the shore. You emerge from the pool slowly. Warm towels wait to wrap around you. You dry your skin gently, feeling the softness of the cloth against your arms, your neck, your shoulders. Every motion feels like part of a ritual designed not to cleanse but to soothe. You step back into your slippers, feeling the softness embrace your feet once more. You leave the warm pool room and step into another hallway. This hallway is lined with soft curtains instead of walls. The curtains move gently, stirred by a faint breeze that feels like a whisper passing from one room to the next. The fabric brushes your shoulders lightly as you walk, leaving behind a trail of warmth. At the end of the hall, you see another doorway. This one glows with a pale golden light that feels familiar, almost like the light from the lantern outside the house. You move toward it slowly, feeling the sanctuary guiding you to the next part of the night. You place your hand on the door. It opens softly, and you step inside, ready for the next part of your gentle journey. The door closes softly behind you as you step into another room of the sanctuary, and for a moment you pause, letting the shift of air settle over your skin. This room feels different from the others, quieter, softer, more intimate. The light is dimmer here, glowing like a distant moon behind layers of gentle cloud. Tall curtains of pale fabric hang from the ceiling, drifting slightly as though stirred by a slow, invisible breeze. They sway in long, flowing movements, brushing lightly against the floor. The sound they make is barely audible, a soft, whispering rustle, like distant waves curling onto a quiet shore. You walk further into the room. The curtains wrap around you loosely, forming soft passages that guide your steps. Warm pools of golden light spill onto the floor from lanterns hidden behind folds of fabric, creating small islands of brightness surrounded by gentle shadow. As you move deeper through the curtains, the world outside this sanctuary fades completely. The night itself feels distant now, replaced by the soft presence of the room, its warmth, its hush, its steady invitation to sink deeper into rest. Eventually, the curtains part, revealing a circular chamber with walls carved from pale stone. The stone has a faint glow to it, not from any lamp or candle, but from within itself, as though the very walls are alive with a gentle, breathing light. In the center of the chamber lies a round bed, not a tall bed, not one that demands climbing. It rests close to the ground, draped with layers of fabric in warm, soft colors, muted gold, dusty rose, pale moonlight gray. The blankets lie in folds that resemble waves, frozen in mid-motion. You step toward the bed. Your fingers trail along the edge of the blanket. The fabric is soft, warm, comforting. When you press your palm gently against it, it yields under your touch, welcoming your hand, as though recognizing your presence. You sit down on the edge of the bed. The mattress embraces your weight with effortless kindness, sinking just enough to cradle your hips, your legs, your spine. You lie back slowly. The blankets fold around you, settling into place like clouds drawn close by a quiet wind. A pillow supports the weight of your head perfectly. Not too firm, not too soft. Your breath lengthens, deepens. The air in the chamber feels warm and still, with a faint scent of sandalwood and clean linen floating just beneath the surface of every inhale. Your arms lie loosely at your sides, settling into the softness of the mattress. Your legs grow heavier, sinking deeper into the blankets. Your awareness begins to dissolve around the edges, like ink drifting into warm water. You could sleep here. If you wanted to, you could sleep right now. But something in the sanctuary gently invites you to rise once more, not as a requirement, not as an obligation, but as a soft suggestion whispered by the night itself, because there is still more to show you, more calm to offer, more softness waiting in the quiet rooms ahead. You slowly open your eyes. You take a long, steady breath, and you rise from the bed, your body warm and relaxed, your limbs moving with dreamlike ease. You leave the circular chamber and walk back through the drifting curtains, their edges brushing against your arms like soft fingers, guiding you gently toward the next room. At the far side of the curtain-lit hall, you find another doorway, this one framed by warm wooden beams, carved with patterns of waves and wind. You step through it. You enter a long, gently sloping hallway that seems to shimmer faintly beneath the lanterns lining its walls. The floor is covered in a soft, woven rug that muffles your footsteps completely. You feel as though you are walking on warm moss deep in a quiet forest. Halfway down the hallway, you pass a series of alcoves carved into the walls. Each alcove contains a single object, a crystal, a small sculpture, a bowl carved from stone, lit by small flames that flicker so softly they seem almost unreal. One alcove holds a sphere of glass, glowing faintly from within. You pause in front of it. The light inside the glass swirls slowly, like mist drifting in a still morning. You place your fingertips gently on the surface. It is warm, almost alive, and the moment your skin touches the glass, a wave of warmth spreads through your chest, your shoulders, your arms, your breath. You remain there for a moment, letting the warmth settle, smoothing out even the faintest tension that might have remained in your muscles. Then you continue walking. At the end of the hallway, you come to a spiral staircase. The steps are wide and made of smooth stone, gently glowing with a soft, warm light that seems to rise from within. The air grows slightly warmer as you ascend, as though you are climbing towards something alive with a gentle heat. You place your hand on the banister, feeling its smoothness beneath your fingers. Each step carries you upward in slow, steady rhythm, one soft breath at a time. At the top of the staircase, you step into another room, a room that feels older, deeper, touched by a quiet wisdom. The ceiling is domed and painted in swirling patterns of pale gold and soft gray. The walls are lined with shelves filled with small objects, books with worn spines, hand-carved wooden figures, candles that flicker softly, jars of dried herbs that fill the air with faint, soothing scents. In the center of the room lies a low wooden table. On it rests a large book bound in dark leather, its pages worn at the edges by countless hands. The book is open, though you cannot read the words from where you stand. They seem to shift and move gently, as though written in ink that breathes with the room. You approach the book. As you draw closer, the words slowly become clear. They are written in a flowing, delicate script, a script that feels familiar even though you have never seen it before. The pages are filled with stories, memories, gentle reflections, all written with the intention of guiding tired souls into rest. You reach out and touch the corner of the page. The moment your fingertip grazes the paper, the room becomes quieter. The air seems to hold its breath. A soft pulse of warmth rises from the book, flowing up your hand and deep into your chest. It feels like reassurance. It feels like being understood. It feels like being gently held by something that knows exactly what you need. You flip the page. Another story, another reflection, another moment of calm, captured in words that seem to sing silently in your mind. You linger there, letting your eyes drift across the pages, letting the slow, steady warmth settle deeper and deeper into your body. After a long while, you close the book gently. The leather cover is soft beneath your palm. You rest your hand on it for a moment, then turn toward a small arched doorway on the opposite side of the room. You walk toward it. The archway leads onto a balcony, a high overlook where the night air drifts gently around you. You step out, and a cool breeze brushes your face, carrying with it the scents of pine, distant rain, and something faintly sweet, like warm apples. Below you, the valley stretches out in a vast, soft darkness. The grass shimmers with dew. The trees sway in slow, graceful arcs. The lantern outside the house flickers steadily, casting a warm glow along the path. The sky above is vast and full of stars. They shine softly, pulsing like distant breaths. A thin silver cloud drifts across the sky, moving slowly, guided by a breeze that you can barely feel. You rest your hands on the balcony's smooth stone railing. The stone is cool beneath your fingers, grounding you, steadying you, giving your body something gentle to lean into. You close your eyes. You breathe in and out, slow and slower. The night feels alive here, not with noise, not with activity, but with presence, a soft, steady presence that fills the valley, wraps around the sanctuary, and settles itself gently against your skin. You remain there for a while, maybe a few minutes, maybe longer, letting the night seep into you, letting it soothe you from the inside out. Eventually, you turn back toward the door. You step inside once more. The room welcomes you back with warmth, with softness, with a quiet hum of peace that fills every corner of the sanctuary. You move toward a nearby doorway, one you haven't explored yet, and you step through it, guided by the gentle pull of the house, because the sanctuary still has more to show you, and your journey through the night is not yet complete. You step through the next doorway, and the atmosphere shifts once more, not abruptly, but gently, like slipping from warm water into cooler air. The space you enter is vast, softly lit, and filled with a deep stillness that feels ancient, like a quiet cave, holding centuries of peaceful nights. The floor here is smooth stone, warmed by the flicker of lanterns placed along the walls. Their light glows in muted shades of gold and rose, casting gentle shadows that sway across the floor like distant ripples on a calm lake. You pause just inside the room, breathing deeply, letting the subtle warmth wrap around you. The air carries a faint scent of cedar and a whisper of cool night breeze drifting from somewhere unseen. Your breath elongates once more, settling into a slow, steady rhythm that sinks deeper with each inhale, each exhale. Ahead of you, the room narrows into a long walkway that leads toward a raised platform. The platform glows faintly under a canopy of delicate strings of lights that hang like constellations suspended just above the floor. The lights twinkle slowly, their colors shifting with a softness that feels almost celestial. You walk toward them. Your steps are silent against the warm stone, and each footfall sends a gentle pulse of comfort up through your legs, into your chest, into your mind. The sanctuary has a way of calming not just muscles and breath, but also the thoughts woven so tightly through your day, loosening them, softening them, dissolving their edges until they drift away like mist in morning light. Reaching the platform, you notice several low cushions arranged in a wide circle. Their fabric glimmers with threads of silver and pale gold, catching the soft light as though holding tiny stars within them. At the center of the circle rests a large, shallow bowl made of carved stone. Inside the bowl glows a warm, steady light, not from fire, not from candle flame, but from some quiet source deep within the stone itself. You kneel beside the bowl. The warmth radiating from it rises gently, brushing against your face like the soft exhale of a sleeping earth. When you lean closer, the light reflects in your eyes, casting a soft halo that feels like a quiet blessing. You place your fingertips on the rim of the bowl. The stone is warm, warmer than the air, warmer than your skin, warmer than anything in the sanctuary so far. The warmth moves into your hand, into your arm, into your chest, and settles there with the soft weight of comfort. You feel your breath deepen, and your awareness begins to blur around the edges again, drifting like a feather, floating lazily downward. You stay there for a long, slow moment. The light hums softly, not a sound you hear with your ears, but a vibration you feel in your chest, deep and quiet and steady. It resonates with something inside you, something tired, something longing for rest. When you finally rise, your body feels lighter, softer. The heaviness in your limbs is not fatigue anymore, but deep relaxation, as though the sanctuary has absorbed every ounce of tension you carried. You step away from the platform and follow a narrow passage that leads to another room, a small, warm chamber with walls draped in soft fabrics. The lights here are low, almost dreamlike, glowing in hues of amber and soft violet. A wide, cushioned bench sits beneath the window, its surface covered in plush blankets and pillows. You sit on the bench. The cushion sinks beneath you, embracing your weight with gentle pressure. You lean back against the pillows, your body settling into a perfect cradle of softness. Through the window, the valley stretches in silence. The lantern by the path still glows, steady as ever. The trees sway in slow arcs. The moon hangs low in the sky, its light spilling across the hills like a quiet stream. You watch the night for a while, letting its calm sink into you, letting your thoughts drift with the slow movement of the branches, letting your breath follow the rhythm of the world outside. Eventually, a soft warmth begins to glow behind you, drawing your attention to the doorway at the far end of the chamber. You rise from the bench and follow the light. The next room you enter feels like the heart of the sanctuary. It is large, but not vast, warm, but not bright, quiet, but not empty. The ceiling arches high above you, painted in silvery hues that resemble a night sky illuminated by moonlight. Soft lanterns hang from thin cords, glowing like floating stars drifting in a gentle breeze. In the center of the room lies a large bed, the bed meant for your deepest rest. It is surrounded by flowing curtains that fall from the ceiling in soft, cloud-like shapes. The blankets draped across it shimmer faintly, catching the lantern light in soft waves. You step toward the bed. The floor beneath your feet is covered in a thick, warm rug that cushions each step. The air grows warmer as you approach, filled with a subtle scent of vanilla and fresh linen intertwined with something earthy and grounding. You place your hand on the edge of the bed. The fabric beneath your fingers is unbelievably soft, smoother than anything you have felt before, warmer than anything you expected. You feel the calm rise through your hand, up your arm, into your shoulder, settling into your chest in a slow, gentle bloom. You climb onto the bed. The mattress embraces you instantly, shaping itself perfectly around your body. The blankets fold around you with a weight that feels grounding and protective, like a warm tide pulling gently over your skin. You lie back. Your head rests on a pillow that cradles every curve. Your arms fall loosely at your sides. Your legs grow heavy, sinking deeply into the mattress. Everything becomes softness. Your breath slows. Your thoughts melt. Your awareness begins to drift, swaying lightly like a lantern floating on a calm lake. The sanctuary around you breathes with you, slowly, steadily, warmly. A soft breeze shifts the curtains around your bed, their fabric whispering gently against one another. The lanterns dim slightly, glowing in a steady rhythm that seems to pulse in time with your heartbeat. You close your eyes, and the night house of whispering light wraps itself around you like a gentle cocoon. The blankets warm your limbs, the pillows cradle your head, the mattress supports you in a deep, effortless embrace. You feel as though you are floating, sinking, drifting, all at once. The air grows even softer. The lights dim a little more, and then you hear it, a soft whisper, not words, not a voice, just a feeling drifting through the room like a warm breath. You are safe. Another whisper follows. You are cared for. Another. You may rest now. The whispers grow quieter, fading into the air like gentle echoes of comfort. You feel them settle deep within you, into your bones, your breath, your heart. The sanctuary holds you. The night embraces you. The world softens around you. Your breath slows even more. In and out. Warm, steady, unhurried. You sink deeper into the mattress. Your limbs grow heavy. Your mind drifts like smoke curling upward from a quiet candle. The room grows warmer. The air grows stiller. Your thoughts become soft, distant shapes floating in a quiet sea. The sanctuary whispers one final truth into the night. Rest now, dear soul. I'm here with you. You are safe. You are warm. You may completely let go. Sleep gently all the way into dreams, and the night carries you softly into its arms.